Alright, howdy and welcome back to Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. We are on the firing range, which is one of the training maps available in the game. The other one is the pilot training map, and I'm going to guide you through all the weapons classes available for the Americans. In another video, which I'll eventually link in the description, will bring out the Vietnamese faction where I'll show off all their weapons classes, I'll fire all the guns, show all the upgrades. I'm doing this because when I started playing RO2 and, I was like, oh my god, we can have like these weapons and these upgrades, but it's always kind of hard to see like what you could really do. And the only real, I guess, tutorials were on YouTube, like showing off, for example, okay, this is the level 50 STG 44, this is the level 25, this is the level 50, X and Y. And I figured I'd just show off, like, for example, I have the M16 right now, which can have 20 round mags or 30 round mags, which is obviously that's one of the upgrades, I'm assuming. You can have the M14, which can only bring the 20 round mags, I believe. But you can, for example, switch out shotguns. And then you can have different shotguns, like a trench gun, a stakeout gun, the duckbill combat conversion with different shells again. So there's lots of stuff you can change, whether it's the actual weapon. For example, on the M16, you can change the M16 to an M14. Or, for example, on a machine gunner where you can switch boxes of ammo for 3 100 rounds into 2 200 round belt. So today's video will focus on the Americans. We're going to go through every single weapon. I'm not going to be talking too much because this video is going to be focusing on the sounds, the way the guns sound, the way they look, and the different aspects of each gun. So normally I'm used to talking a lot and doing probably too much talking in some people's opinions, but that's what I like. I like talking. But I'm going to try and not talk too much when I've started the video. Just going down a weapon list, giving my thoughts and my ideas about what they sound like and how they act like. But other than that, this is going to be a pretty simple video where I'm just going to show you some stuff. So yeah, let's just get going. M16, 20 round mags, and I'm also going to show off the pistol because I might as well, show that off. So here we go. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going prone and just take some shots at these targets on semi and on auto. If there's an auto or whatever available on these weapons, kind of depends on what weapons you're talking about, obviously. So far, I really do like the M16. Whether it's a 20 or 30 round magazine variant, I don't really care. I do really love the sound of this thing. It sounds meaty, it sounds beefy. And I gotta stress one thing, if you're watching this video, and you've never watched my videos before, I'm not an American. Nor, wow, that was a nice voice crack there, nor do we in my country, I'm from a European country called the Netherlands, in case you didn't know, don't really learn much about Vietnam. The reason for this is, why did I just get up? The reason for this is that we didn't fight there. Well, if we did fight there, it was in very small quantities. Oh, come on, can you not go down? Hang on. We fought on very small quantities, and my nation's history is focused more... Okay, well, you're just fucked then. Is focused more on stuff like World War II and the ages that we call the Golden Ages, which is the 17 and 1800s. So, with that little history lesson, if I do mispronounce stuff or don't know why a weapon is named that way or why it has this and that, then don't make fun of me in the comment section. I know I'm stupid. I'm not here to give you a history lesson. I'm here to show you the gameplay. So that's the M16 and the Colt. Now let's switch over to the... Oh, there it is. Switch over to... Oh, come on. Switch over to the 30 round magazines. Obviously, there's not going to be a giant difference here. It's going to be the M16 with the one with the 30 round mags. Doesn't really sound any different, I believe. I'm actually trying to... Oh, there it is. There's the auto button. It doesn't sound different. Is this the M16? And... No, wait, hang on. No, okay, it sounds the same. So there's the 30 round and the 20 round and the pistol. I'm going to throw a grenade just to show you how that sounds, obviously, because you probably want to know. Oh, let's get in fucking cover before I die, and the 20 round would be a bit awkward. Well, there's the grenades for you. So that's the M16. The M14 has no availability of other mags. We're just going to take the M14. Let's crouch. Ooh. This thing, though. That sounds pretty damn good, I must say. It also looks good. Again, it's a beta. I should probably mention that. It's an exclusive closed beta as of this video recording. So it's still under... Well, how do you say that in English? You still have to take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, the game isn't going to massively change, but I'm running this on not the highest graphics. I'm not running this on Ultra. I wish I was, but I'm not. And apparently, there's still going to be lots of stuff fixed, including glitches, bugs, and graphics. Oh, that's 2 mags of the M14. Does sound really cool. So that is the Grunt class. We're going to switch to the Point Man class, which has shotguns, an M16 available, smoke grenades, and a claymore. Now, we're not going to do much with the M16 because we've already used it. So let's switch to the grease gun. Only gets one type of thing. Okay, let's fire this thing. Does it get... Okay, it only gets full auto. Interesting. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So you have an actual retractable or an actual stock you can pull out and put back in the gun. That's cool. Okay, let's fire this thing. Wow. The gun sounds are... I've never fired a gun in real life, so I can't really say too much about that. But it does sound pretty damn good. I do like the little flap. I think it's the ejection cover. It looks really cool. Like, oh, I thought it was... Wait, no, never mind. That's... I thought it was kind of acting with the shots. Alright, let's fire one more mag without the stock. Because you can... I switched my controls. So I switched to control. Okay, now the sight is canted. But I don't really... Maybe you're faster with this? I don't know. I haven't read up on that. I actually should ask the developers about that. But some guns, like for example this grease gun, you can extend or retract the stocks. I noticed in one of the AK variants too. And the sight gets a little bit canted. I'm not sure why that's a thing. I think it allows you to easily see your target if you have a bad scope. I need to ask them that. I actually have no clue, and that's actually a good question for... me to ask some devs at some point. So let's switch to the trench gun first. We have Buckshot and Buckshot 00 Buckshot and number 4 Buckshot. So it looks like this is just your standard shotgun ammo, judged by the way that the picture looks. Can I hit that guy right there? Okay, wow, damn. Okay. It sounds good. I do like this one. So you shoot a shell, or you shoot a pellet, or sorry, you shoot a shell, and then pellets come out. But then I don't really know. This might be... It shows different things. So this is something I'd obviously need your help for in the comment section, because I don't know. Okay, this isn't killing them. Okay. So, whatever this ammo is, I'd suggest not to use it at the moment, because I'm not even able to gun down these wooden little things. Also, that was just me auto-firing it like a bitch, but I know... Let's try once more. So, I don't know what the difference is between those ammos. All I know is that this is not that effective right now, apparently. It's not against these things. The stakeout, which is... I actually remember this from a different game. I can't remember what game, but... let's run up close. Okay, it's the same sound. We really need a sound for that pump, and then this will be amazing. Like I said, it's still a... Oh. It's still a beta, but it'd be awesome to get like a giant... like, pump. Like... So I'm not going to try the the number 4 Buckshot, because I don't really know what the point is with that. Oh, click on those wrong buttons. And then we have the duckbill combat conversion, which I believe the duckbill allows you to fire further away. Wasn't that like where the barrel is like made differently? There's another game in which I know that you can do that. Oh no, it gets more spread, right? Wasn't that the thing? Oh Jesus. So this thing is okay. You have to aim next to the target apparently to hit the. Let's fire one more barrage of shots. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, this is just an assault shotgun. And let's show one more thing, which is in the M16, on both the M16s, if you press C, or for me, left control, you attach a bayonet, which you can then charge with, if I do the charge button. And I'm not sure what happens if you take off the bayonet, if you can still charge. I've never tested that. Okay, you can still charge. Let's put in the bayonet, see if I can charge that thing, if it actually dies or not. Okay, well, it doesn't work. I would love like a giant like American yell or Vietnamese yell when you charge someone with the bayonet on it. Is it on there? Wait, what? I thought I put it on there. Oh, that's cool still. I like that. Oh, wrong button. Just mark this as an enemy? Also, someone should tell me, because I don't know what the downside is of having a bayonet attached to your gun the entire time. Moving on to the machine gunner, we have the M60 Gpmg with 3 100-round belts or 1 200-round belt. Obviously, downside of 3 100 rounds is you got to reload more often, but you have 100 rounds more than you have when you take the 200-round belt. So let's take the M60, the pig, and put it up. Oh, this thing sounds good. I can. Okay, can I press that button? Okay, can I press that button? I do love the sound of this thing. I can definitely see this thing being scary. Okay, that's 100 rounds. Let's switch to a 200-round belt. Join game. Oh God, I feel like Rambo with this thing now. All right, let's put it up. Oh my God, you can still keep firing. Oh, we're out of ammo. Damn. Can we not? Maybe there's a barrel replacement button. I haven't found it yet. Also, look at all those bullets. Jesus Christ. The M60 sounds really cool, and I really do like the fact you can switch to the different. Do you want to reload more often, or do you want to have one belt with less bullets, but less chance of being overrun while you're reloading? The marksman class comes with 2 rifles: the XM21, which is basically an M14 with a scope on it, and the M40. So let's take that out to the range. Put to the right side. And okay, let's lay down because. All right. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. That sounds awesome. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pressing X. It gives me a, which for me is switch fire rates, by the way, on my other guns, and it allows me to look over my scope. So you don't have to zoom out like this. So you can look over your scope and look for targets. Like let's say there's a like a Trillion over there. You can look over your scope, search for a target, and then snap onto it like that. And I really like that idea. You can look over your scope. I'm not sure if that's possible in RO2. I've never tested it. I know you can press 6 in RO2 to switch to your alternate gun sights, but you can see that's not going to work on this gun, seeing as it's entirely blocked by the scope. I do really like this feature, though. You're not going to hit anyone with that. Well, if they're really close, I guess you could always gack people that way. I guess you could use it that way. I guess that's what it's there for as well. If you're really close and you don't want to hip fire people, just zoom in and see if we can hit people like over there. I mean, it works. I wouldn't use this as like a way to charge oh god. Whoa, is this the new cheats confirmed when I stand still? How accurate am I if I stand still and crouch? Like, I don't know how far that... It's like 40, 50 meters probably, that one. Oh, okay, that was one of those shots. I mean, it's not really effective, but it works. So we have the M40, which has no other things available to it. Very nicely detailed scope. Like, I love the look of that. Can do the oversight thing. That works. We do like the transition. Like, look at that. Look at this. I also have manual bolting turned off or on, obviously, which means I gotta actually right-click every time or left-click every time I want to load a new bullet in the chamber. So, like, for example, let's say I'm shooting at this target and I want to see if I actually hit it or not. There you go. Now I can left-click and load a new one. You can do that very quickly if you want to quickly repeat bullets. Okay, that was bad. Also, I really like that because apparently, according to a lot of people, manual bolting is faster than having the game auto-bolt it for you. So that's another reason why you should really try and take manual bolting if you have never done it before in RO2 or Rising Storm or even in RO1 if there's an option to manual bolt. Because, as you can see, it's very fast and allows you for very quick target acquisition and new bullet in the chamber. So that was... I can see myself liking this M40 because it sounds really cool and it looks good. Like, look at that. Look at that scope. But I like this mode. There we go. All right, switching to the Combat Engineer. We have Willy Pete grenades and C4 with the grease gun. Oh, and a flamethrower. Okay, let's look at the flamethrower first. And let's run up a bit and just crouch down. Okay, holy shit, that is a lot of kick. They actually made this a lot less overpowered, I guess. Because obviously, I feel like a downside of the flamethrower in RO2 or Rising Storm was that you could pretty much just burn, get yourself killed and burn again. And this, it seems really like they added some more kick to the gun. Like, it's hard to control. Also, if you hold R, you can see the ammo. If it... There we go. See the ammo? Like, I just held R, and now you can see how much ammo is left in there. Oh, it does look really nice. It kind of reminds me of Far Cry 2 in a way, or Far Cry 3, I should say. Sorry. I'm assuming this is going to kill you. Let me not run into that. So that's the flamethrower. Very cool looking. I really like the look of the flames. Definitely not something you want to come across when you're playing as a Vietnamese trying to be a happy little camper somewhere. Let's check out the grenade. Going to take out the Willy Pete. Let's check out the C4 first. I don't know how that's going to work. What did it say? Oh god, it's probably gonna explode soon, isn't it? Oh! Okay, how do I... Okay. Oh god! Okay, that's obviously something they're still working on. So you throw it, and then you have to right-click, or when you throw... Okay, so let's just sit over here and be safe. Okay, that is actually... I can see that being a very useful tool. Setting up an ambush, you know, getting something like an objective room or something. Okay, let's towards Willy Pete. I'm excited for this. Damn, son. Okay, that is 101% not healthy for you. That white smoke. I can see that being very useful when you're playing with a group of friends and you have them throw smoke and you throw an actual Willy Pete grenade. The enemy might not realize which one is good and which one is bad for them. And then, well, you'll probably have the desired effects. The Grenadier has... Oh, babe. We have different ammo setups here. We have HE grenades, full on HE grenades, HE and buckshot, and HE and smoke. So let's just start at the HE grenades. Well, I don't need to start at the pure ones because we can just take these ones and that makes more sense, right? Okay, we'll get Willie Pete as well. Let's just throw our Willie Pete out there. Might as well, because it looks cool. And then let's back up. Oh god. Alright, so the thumper sounds. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay. Reloading. 40 might go in. Wait, what was that? How would you switch between the ammos though? Well, that was cool. You could hear the thing fall on the ground. That's a question I have right now. How would you pick between these two? I don't see any way. Hang on. Let's spawn with HE first. Let's see. Okay, let's just spawn with HE. Okay, this thing sounds beautiful though. Okay, so let's switch to this one. How do I switch the ammos? That's a question that I'd like to see answered, and I have no clue. And wait, what do I get? Buckshot. Okay, so well, I don't. Let me just empty these 6 ones. See what happens. These are definitely HE. I do like the look of this thing, like click. Oh god, that was bad. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Oh, okay. Well, apparently they're not something that's working right now because I cannot select them. And then with smoke, it seems like I cannot select anything else but the smoke grenades right now. So that's probably something that's still a work in progress. And last but not least, with the commander, who gets 2 different kinds of smoke. Okay, let's play him for a second. See what we get. We have white smoke. That sounded awesome. And we have purple violet smoke. Oh shit. I don't know what that does. It just said mark coordinates. Don't really know what that means, but I'm kind of afraid. Okay, didn't do anything. Okay, so you have move orders. I don't know all these commander keys that they have. Hell, I don't even. Let me get to the radio. We can request artillery, request a spooky, and request napalm. Is this in here somewhere? It must be, right? Oh, well, that's an issue over there. Let's take off the bayonet. Wait, let me get in. Is it up here? Ah, it's up here. Okay. So we have respawn, we have napalm.
Battalion! Platoon commander calling. Fire mission. Target left 200, add 100 from point X-ray.
Oh,
repeat,
no.
Left 200, add 100 from point X-ray. Artillery, high explosive, fire for effect. Over.
Battalion calling platoon commander. Will not fire. Repeat, will not fire. Over.
Alright, so obviously...
Battalion.
Oh, that's
platoon commander calling.
One
Fire
day...
mission. Target left 200,
I'll be able to show you that. Right now, as you can see, the game is not really... Okay, stop talking. I'm talking.
Artillery, high explosive, fire for effect. Over.
Battalion calling platoon commander. Will not fire. Repeat, will not fire. Over.
It does sound really cool. Kind of harsh. The command just like ignores me. I guess that pretty much brings to the end of the American weapons. In the next video, we'll take a look at the Vietnamese weapons, and I'll try and find out what the thing is with the bayonets and with the stocks, what they do and what they don't do, and I'll try and figure out if I can ever fire the commander stuff, because I really want to get some gameplay, just not even like actual gameplay, but just show you the spooky and show you the napalm stuff, even though it looks fucking amazing. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to stay awesome, and would love to see you guys in the next one. Cheers.